Dating, dating, dating. Maybe you recognize a setting like this. Heck, maybe you are going to go to a setting like this after watching this. You know what it is. It's the stress and the pressure, the anxiety, maybe the butterflies, maybe the excitement of a first date. Wouldn't it be great if God would just come over to your table and in the same way you would order your meal, you could just order up the kind of life and spouse that you always wanted? Wouldn't that be great if he would just walk over casually and just want to know how he could best serve you? And then you could order a main entree. I would like a loving spouse that's successful, great looking, so sensitive, and is fully consumed with my needs and my needs only. Wouldn't that be wonderful? You could order that up, and then while you're at it, you could order a side of healthy and happy and successful children that love you, God, that will also make their parents proud. Oh, and while we're at it, if we could fill my cup, that it would overflow with joy and happiness, there wouldn't be a moment of sadness or setback. Man, that would be truly something to behold if we could just order it all up. But you know that's not how it works in the dating world. Actually, I would submit to you that you face some of the exact same challenges and strategies of Satan in your dating life that Jesus dealt with when he was in the desert up against Satan himself. The strategies that were thrown at Jesus are the exact same ones that are thrown at you. And the implications of how those are navigated greatly impact who we date and how we date. When Jesus was in the desert, he was tempted, and there were 3 different angles that Satan tried to come at Jesus with, and he comes at you the exact same way. The first thing he did was try to get Jesus to second guess his own identity. Do you know your identity? What gives you value? What gives you worth? What gives you meaning? What gives you purpose? What gives you validation? If that comes from culture, friends, talking heads around you, you have placed yourself on a rat race, a never-ending journey, seeking fulfillment, but really only grabbing at smoke that will slip through your fingers. The implications of where and who you find your identity and your meaning in life will impact who you choose to date and how you date. You will live for what they say about you rather than what Jesus has said about you. That's the first thing that Satan would throw at Jesus. The next thing that Satan would throw at Jesus is try to question the identity of the Father. Does God love you? Or did God just spin the earth and speak it into being and then walk away? If God does love you, does he have power? Will he intercede on your behalf, act on your behalf? Is he disinterested? And if he's not disinterested, does he have the will, the presence to move in space and time, to act on behalf of your prayers because he loves you? How you answer that question will also impact how you date and who you date. If you believe that God needs your help, if you believe that somehow, some way you have found a shortcut, are you maybe in the process missing out on the ways in God wants to form you and grow you and build a richness and a depth to who you are simply by walking through a season of singleness where it is just you and him? The third strategy was finally Satan threw it all out and just presented himself as a counterfeit option to the Father. Just bow down and worship me. That was his final angle with Jesus. You know, sometimes the people that we date, we can become so consumed about this part of our journey that we can, before we know it, turn this person into a small God. And the problem is, they can't even come close to fulfilling our meaning and our purpose. They can't possibly hold up the things of eternity as a temporal human being. Counterfeit gods. There's some things I want you to think about. Number one is the person that you're dating, have they become a counterfeit God in your life? Are they the person that you are seeking to find fulfillment and satisfaction, meaning and purpose in your life? Are you seeking the right person, or are you seeking to be transformed into the right person? You know, if God were to give you tomorrow the right godly person that would love, respect, cherish, and commit to you, would you continue to be with the person that you're with today? I'm not trying to break couples up out there, but so many people fall into the children of Israel syndrome. The children of Israel actually at one point would rather make bricks, rather have a half broken existence, rather than trust God for something unknown and unseen in the moment. Can you trust God for that unknown and unseen person that he has waiting for you? Or are you living in existence of an Israelite, what is known but broken, not even close to the promised land and the promised person that he has for you in a spouse? Satan has so many plans, so many strategies, and I want to encourage you in your dating life to take a step back and trust that God has the perfect plan for you. He knit you together. He knows you intimately well and ultimately wants to bless you. Trust in him. Keep him firmly at the throne that is his and his alone. That is of God. Trust him in this journey. He will walk with you every step of the way.